Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Nexus Gaming Series matchup. This morning, featuring 30 Seconds to Mosh against Beyonce Gnolls. We are in Division D. It's a replay cast this morning. And our map bans from 30 Seconds to Mosh. My brain sees the red outline of their icon and makes me want to associate them with the red team, but they are technically the blue team. 30 Seconds to Mosh, banning Tomb of the Spider Queen and Towers of Doom. Meanwhile, Beyonce Gnolls, by the way, both teams, outstanding names. Beyonce Gnolls banning both Battlefield of Eternity and Braxis. Hold up. It's a replay cast, so I'm spoiled with being able to just kind of start the game whenever the hell I want, and I want to start it right now. So let's cut the fanfare and get right into the action right away. And let's take a look at our teams. From left to right, our home team in blue. It is 30 Seconds to Mosh. We have Raka, our headcaster, in the top lane on the Sonya. Hunter X playing Li Ming. Sub-Zero on Brightwing. Alwa, 97 there on the Cow, of course. 30 Seconds to Mosh, you gotta have a Cow. And Yelly on Junkrat. Meanwhile, from right to left, the away team in red. It is Beyonce Gnolls. We have the. What? Your name is the. On Raynor. Lagwagon playing Lucio. Opiates on Varian. A Comb playing, I believe that is a Tyrael. That is. And in the top lane, we have Bobinski on Ragnaros. So, pretty interesting comp here from the red team. I'm assuming it's going to be a Smash variant, but double Bruiser. And both teams, I don't know, gentleman's agreement just to all go to lane right away. Literally everybody started in their lane. Alright, cool. And Raynor is going to split off and do camps. We do have an Exterminator Raynor. So we're going to see a lot of focus on taking camps. His camp clear is much better than, say, a Li Ming. Boop. And as Raynor completes that siege camp for the Beyonce Gnolls, Bruiser camp is going to be taken very slowly by the Li Ming. Taking the brunt of this camp here. Raynor immediately going over to start the Bruisers. There we go. That's better. Tyrael taking a peek around, just seeing what he can do. Maybe try to get a cheeky little pick here. The rest of the team's not coming. I'm not sure Comb is going to be much happier here. Although if he stalls this long enough and gets out, it's kind of worth. He is pulling a lot of resources away from the camp and from the other lanes. And because of that, now red team almost has a full level lead. So Beyonce Gnolls doing a nice job getting their camps out in a timely manner. They're going to have a nice little push here in the mid lane, especially if Raynor's here to come and power the camp, which he is. And a missed first blood in the bottom lane. Looks like we do have a Smash variant, and that is what was used to kill the Junkrat, so gotta respect the variant. Unfortunately, as a Junkrat player, it doesn't feel like it should be legal, but it just kind of explodes sometimes. Cow sliding in. Not gonna quite connect to Li Ming, really can't do much damage here into the spell armor and all the other minions that are here. But red team still really, look at this formation here, very interesting. See what's going on in the top lane. Bobinski and Raka beating each other up here. But it looks like Sonya's going to have a camp to support their efforts in pushing this top wall. Objective is up. Junkrat can be able to boop away, so no smash this time around. And ETC's got 5 globes in. Will we see the correct Li Ming build, or will we see an orb build? Honestly, on this map, I almost don't even hate the orb build. Almost. I mean, I still hate it, but I don't hate it as much. Nice slide there by the ETC, catching the Varian with the Junkrat trap. Well played there, and now the chase is on. Rocka going in, looking for some damage, and Hunter gonna get interrupted here by Tyrael, probably. Yep. Or no? Oh, he forgot to auto. He forgot to auto. We do see Crowd Surfer there out of the ETC. That's cool. So Tyrael almost had the interrupt there, but just misclicked the auto slightly. Because of that, blue team gonna get their first objective point. Cube's gonna be up shortly in 19 seconds. Rainer's gonna likely just clear this out. Excuse me, sir? Sir. Sir! Hey! What? The soak! The wave! He's like, no, I do camps. That's somebody else's job. That's one of my 7 offlaners' job. I do camps. Looking for a slam. Gonna connect onto Sub-Zero. Lucio trying to get a kill here as well, but maybe now. Oh, just a smidge too far? No. And we have Seeker out of Li Ming. Okay, that's cool. I'm a Seeker enjoyer myself. It's a very euphoric sound when it connects. I'm doing a nice job dodging all the damage coming through from Li Ming. Rag's coming down. Sonya will be here as well. Red team up a kill and up in XP. Not by much. Big engage here. Onto Comb. He doesn't have the sword to get out. Tyrael will fall, so that's first blood for the side of 30 seconds to Mosh. Sub-Zero going to get the shift off, but ETC getting run down and 100 HP is going to be enough to get away. Li Ming connecting onto the Lucio. Getting that kill, and now we'll have the resets for this fight. Big Q there from Hunter, looking for more. Does he hit it? Sub-Zero wants it. Nah. Almost. Junkrat vibing in the bottom lane, pretty much like he's been doing the whole game. Yeah, they start to ping the hell out of the boss. Red team did get that last seed, though, by the way. So Beyonce Gnolls have that going for them, and I assume Rainer is going to head to do the top objective. Tyrael might actually get a kill here? No. Oh, Tyrael's in an interesting position right now. He's stalling. He's doing a really good job stalling. And the blue team is pretty battered here. They're going to have to full back probably, at least a couple of them. Eh, maybe not. Let's see what we see. I mean, I assume it's going to be... Excuse me for the yawn. It's early morning. I assume we're going to see a Mosh, but interesting if it was a stage dive here. Particularly into the backline of this team. I guess you have the Lucio for high five, so it's less good, but... I think on Cursed is the map you kind of see. Stage dive taken more often than not. So Rainer has to deal with the bottom camp here. It looks like Beyonce Gnolls are just going to give this. They have a camp pushing mid too. This is a pretty scary objective. Or side objective? Side quest? 5 people here from the blue team are clearing this in the top lane, which means this is a very free couple walls, couple towers. Are they going to take the walls out too? Okay, they're making me a liar. But despite Rainer having the burn potential of the boss, he is but one man, and the bottom fort does go down. Good morning, for real. Ragnaros is able to... He smells blood in the water here. Let's take a look at our ultimates for the blue team, as I feel like they may be using them first. It is Leap, Blink Heal, Mosh Pit, Wave of Force, and the Reptire, all the usual suspects. We have Smash, so no Wave. I like that. With the Judgment, Sound Barrier, Rainer's Raiders, and Shield Wall. Wish it was high five here, I think, but I do really like the Sulfur Smash Judgment. Tyrael's going to eat this trap. And we'll have our first level 10 fight. And red team is all here. Junkrat is so far behind. Ragnaros in the back line getting engaged on, but Rocka taking the brunt of all the damage. It's a huge leap there. The Mosh not quite connecting, but a 4-man leap. Is Sulfur Smash going to interrupt the Mosh. Legway getting low, though, and Rocka's running him down to the back line. They just need one Li Ming reset, and they almost have it. Junkrat here now joins the fray, but Ragnaros going to be doing what Ragnaroses do, installing this objective for a long time. The is very in the front line right now. He's going to try to cap this, but it's not going to go too well. There's a smash on Naraka, but beautiful poly there. Protect going to save him momentarily. Almost dying, and Li Ming will get the reset there. Junkrat, unfortunately, boops away the other targets, but Comb likely not going to live, and now Li Ming resets with that wave of force, but not for nothing. That was a big cooldown reduction there on the Tyrael. I think it's stall a little longer. No, it's not going to matter. And Hunter X on this Li Ming, playing it so well. The wave of force doing terrible, terrible damage. And now blue team will have a curse point here for the next 50 so seconds. And their waves are in really good condition. Ragnaros, pretty sure Ming wins this. Oh, I guess we're not teleport. What's going on here in the mid lane? Looks like Smash was used onto the Sonya. We have a Rip Tire that's gonna probably just kill the Banshee. Or nothing. Okay, he's inside the house. Yeah, Banshee does get blown up. Mosh Pit available shortly. And Tyrael getting full engaged on there with Poly. Is he going to be able to get away? Yes, he will. And that's a couple ultimates down now. For 30 seconds to Mosh. Junkrat with that Ripper Air is going to be able to rotate like a demon. And so 30 seconds to Mosh getting control of the bottom siege camp, and now they will be going to do their own camps. Here we have a Judgment, here we have a Smash, and we have a super dead Junkrat. You can be pretty aggressive with Ripper Air, but at some point, you gotta know when to hold them. Know when to fold them. They're running at the camp. Will they get there in time? No, they won't. They're way too late. And they have their own camps to do. It's my song. Varian yells at the Bruiser camp to die. Raynor providing the necessary bullets for it actually too. And let's see if both teams fight over this camp here mid. I suspect they might have some sort of engage. Looks like they got a little flank angle here. But fighting into the camp when you don't have one is a little sus. They're looking for rotations here. Junkrat has been spotted. And Li Ming's been spotted as well. But Comb swords in. It's a big leap into the back line. And beautiful Li Ming damage as well. Big Riptire in the back connecting the two members of 30 seconds. Or rather, of Beyonce Gnolls. But speaking of 30 seconds to Mosh, there we go. It's a two-man Mosh. Junkrat looking for more. And it looks like they will be able to do this boss now. The leaps always feel good when you have a DPS willing to follow it up and holding buttons for the follow-up. That's exactly what Hunter was able to do there. Leap in the back line, the communication to say, hey, look here. And it looks like now it'll be a double boss angle for the side of Mosh. As Raynor is stuck doing Raynor things. He's got his pepper ready. He's ready to season this boss with freedom. Which I assume is what Raynor has. Ragnaros also going to pop trade here to help clear this out a little bit. And the blue team is going to do their boss. Or rather, did their boss. That was very quick. Nine to 3 in kills here. Mid-game definitely going the way of 30 seconds to Mosh. And they're going to have a scary push in the bottom lane here with the boss. A nice wave with a couple katas. And a talent tier advantage. We have a Judgment immediately on Taraka, who gets just exploded with the Sulfuric Smash as well. But Comb is caught out, gets a nice poly there, and Li Ming is now going to have resets. Tyrael gets 2 people with the cooldown reduction. And it looks like they won't get much more than the keep. Nice engage there from the Tyrael. It's a combo we're going to need to see more from the Gnolls if they want to try to pull off a couple of these team fights. Hunter wants to do the camp and everybody else is yelling at him saying, get out. They're right here. And Tyrael's already back. Thanks that cooldown reduction. So let's see who's going to be able to capture this objective. Sonya's going to be late to this party, and Tyrael won't have judgment for another 10. Do we have endless grenades? Yes, we do. Endless grenade's going to pop off here. Bam, 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 bam. It's like having the Zarya 20. They try to go onto a Tyrael, but he's able to get away. But now a nice poly there. Varian is caught between a rock and a hard place. We see a judgment in the backline onto the Li Ming. Gonna stop the damage. The Sulfuric Smash isn't enough to one-shot this time around. Mosh is available in 1 second. And do we have a Mosh here? I don't know. I don't think so. Junkrat Boop's actually going to save the Varian. All while going to be missing the Mosh this time around. But they can't all be winners. They kill the Ragnaros. And they will get seed. Now Beyonce and Gnolls really have to do something special here to make sure this game doesn't end for the next objective point. They're still going to be down about a level and a half. They might even be down 20s by the time the objective rolls around. And I like to see this here. I mean, it's a little greedy being out this far, but maybe they all know they're on the camp. But now you have to back, so you're going to lose a keep otherwise. And it looks like, yeah, they're going to start backing here. Okay. Next objective is in bot lane. If you can keep them all there, it's actually worth getting the seed. And it looks like Tyrael might be sticking around to get the seed. Ragford here. This is well played by Beyonce and Gnolls. They're really minimizing the amount of damage that could be happening right now. And yeah, Tyrael's going to get full seed here, and they're going to get some value in the bot lane too. It's about all they could hope for, being down 2 levels and a curse point. But they do need to try to get their level 20s before the next objective, or it could be pretty gnarly. Especially because boss is going to be... Oh, boss isn't up for a minute on top side. And yeah, this is unlucky for Beyonce's. They're going to have to fight down 20s with Curse Point. Anything here? We have Speedy Dragon, Cannonball, Death Metal. Has the ETC died? Ignore Pain and the Repulsion upgrade. One of my favorites. And the red team is just going to take bottom. It looks like they're going to give Curse Point here. Just take a building. And, I mean, that is about all you can do. But, it is Curse Point. And notably, the Curse doesn't turn off the core. So, everybody's running back. The nice thing for 30 seconds to Mosh is they do have this very healthy camp here. But this keep is paper mache. It does not do a damn thing here as the red team is cursed. Tyrael going in to try to clear out the camp as much as possible. We have a Mosh in the back line. Looks like he's even trying to play for the Death Mosh. 300 HP. Baron's going to be able to get away. But they're not quite under minus 40 yet. Red team really has to play into the minus 40. You can rank it into this fort. Not quite, not for another 9 seconds. And the repulsion damage able to help the Tyrael find the Hall of Storms. Blue team still having a camp available. No Mosh, but we do have a Riptire yet for alts. Junkrat providing a ton of damage, as Lucio will help get a shield onto everybody. Varian trying to one-shot the Li Ming, but a beautiful heal there from Sub-Zero and 90 HP. Will not go down, but Core's been called, and Raka and ETC jump on it very quickly. And 30 seconds of Mosh wins this game 1. Leading the way in damage, Li Ming, Junkrat, and Sonya. Some very nice leaps from their team. Healing numbers relatively the same. Offlane numbers relatively the same as well. Oh, Varian didn't complete his level 1 quest. That would have made a big difference. That would have actually got the kill on the Li Ming at the end. I don't think it changes the outcome or anything, but Li Ming would have died, and KDA sometimes is KDA. Li Ming had no deaths, so notable. Anyway, so we'll get over here. And let's see. This was won by the blue team. We'll get them their point on the board. Let's see where our next map is. Close that. Where's the files here? Alright, I have to exit the game first. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, now I can open up the file. We are going to Alterac Pass. All right. Alright, let's get into our next match here. It's going to be Alterac Pass. From left to right, the home team. It's 30 seconds to Mosh. Hunter X again on Li Ming. Alwa again on ETC. Sub-Zero on Lucio. Wait, is this the same team? Raka this time. Okay, we have somebody new on Rexar. And Yelly on Junkrat. So very, very similar teams. From right to left, we have Beyonce Gnolls. Opalates? I don't know what I'm doing. On Diablo. Comb on Vala. Don't know why I said it so weird. Legwagon again on Brightwing. The playing is Raynor. And Bublinski on Chenathan. It looks like blue team is immediately starting in waves again. No interest in team fighting here as we take a look at our level 1s. Auto attack from Vala. Freshest of ingredients from the Chen. Maybe an auto attack Diablo as we see Feast on Fear at level 1. And both teams don't have exceptional camp clear. I guess it's got to be Raynor. I guess Raynor and Vala are fine. It should be the Raynor though. And this should definitely be Junkrat. This is tough for Hunter to clear this out, especially when Lucio's booping things all over the place. Legwagon saying, I'm not going to take any of the damage, but I'll shift you when you need to, when you get a little low. Junkrat doing a nice job pushing here in the bottom lane. Let's see how this first fight mid will go. Who can clear this camp a little bit faster? It should favor the red team here with Vala. As a slide onto the ETC isn't going to amount to much. Here we see a nice engage though. Beautiful poly as well. Vala able to get the kill, and that's first blood for Beyonce Gnolls. Nice engage here by the Diablo. Looks like camp's going to be cleared out relatively quickly for both sides, and not really going to get a ton of value here. Yeah, they both don't even cross the bridge to get to the other side. But the wave does, and now Vala with that auto attack. Pew pew! Ooh, they almost get the tower. I probably would have greeted for it, honestly. That's why I die most of my times under towers. Looks like the Rexar had to back top. Chen getting the better of that matchup. 23 stacks on the Vala. Chen already had 5 globes. Says swoop, birds of prey. Yeah. So Rexar can just kind of kill the bosses when they spawn. Especially if the right talents, it makes it a lot easier. And I expect that's why the Rexar was taken and why we might see a Rexar trying to solo a boss later. But again, instead of Junkrat, we have Li Ming on this camp. Speaking of Junkrat at 100 HP, he's going to have to collect his thoughts and then come back and maybe hopefully help them on the camp because they probably still won't be done. Oh, no, okay, they're done. We want Raynor. Yeah, gets the camp out. Roughly the same time, or almost not the same time. Booping back to Vala. Nice E, though. Gonna be able to skirt away. Skirt! Ooh, does she have an E available? Almost. Almost a nice kill there from Comb. Chen pushing in this top wave. Who's going to be able to get this next objective? Diablo, nice spell armor there, but going to get booped in the back line. The shift is going to be interrupted as well, thanks to that boop. Nice play there from Junkrat. The tower going to claim the kill. And now, 30 seconds to Mosh. Going to have Prio on this objective here. Able to jump over the Rexar. He's a wizard. Oh my gosh, getting booped back into the slowing area is tough. Raynor, is he dead? Oh, nice. Almost. Spell armor would have probably saved there. And this time we have a Calamity Li Ming. Holy, look at the damage from Hunter in the back line. Just needs one death here and it would be very, very bad for the red team. Notably, 30 seconds has not yet started the objective. Gun to now. And Vala is face-checking this. Oh my gosh, if he had slid him, he's just dead. Because he got into the trap. Oh, speaking of dead. Yeah. So that's Vala's first death. 45 stacks in. Not bad. Not bad at all. Everybody gets one. And now Li Ming resets. Hunter trying to take out the Brightwing Bublinski. Narrowly staying alive in the top lane as well. And the objective will be recapped. And the blue team is committing all 5 people here for this. I think if you're Raynor, you just probably want to start this camp. And first objective going over to 30 seconds to Mosh. We'll try to look for a pick on a Chen, but pretty difficult to do. And even at 10 with Keg, it's going to be harder. Junkrat finds his happy place here in the bottom lane. Oh no, got in the trap and the boot backwards. Vala playing a little too close with fire. The Junkrat gets a solo kill in the bottom lane. It's now 4-1 in kills. Nice slide there. Don't think you're going to get too much more. Oh, Diablo wanted more. Brightwing Shift going to come heal him up. No, it's W build with Feast on Fear. Okay. We have a Mosh, and it's a beautiful interrupt immediately from the Raynor. We do see Unleash the Boar sound barrier again, so no high fives for anybody this series. Misha will fall. Wave of Force and Riptire use as well. And after all that, looks like Mid-Fort should still stay there? Oh, maybe not. Maybe they don't have the wave clear to actually save this. But they certainly didn't have enough wave clear for the bot lane as Vala has to full back. And Junkrat just keeps pushing. Just keeps pushing. Just keeps pushing, pushing. But now we do have a Wandering Keg, a Raynor's Raider. Rain of Vengeance. I assume this is going to be Lightning Breath and Blink Heal. Just the Blink Heal. And no, we have APOC instead. Okay. The fact that Junkrat doesn't have to do this camp and they've designated Li Ming to do it. Even the Rexar would be better. I think the ETC might even be better. And let's see if they decide to rip this bottom boss now. Looks like yes, with the camp pushing mid. And Vala tanking it as well. Looks like Rainer's going to have to do some chores there. Chen can't do anything. They're kind of just waiting to see if they're going to come to this, but at this point, surely they know they're on bottom boss. Yeah. Meow. And red team is going to try to do this, and I think this is way too late. This is kind of scary. 30 seconds is going to know they're lurking somewhere, right? Once they don't see it started. APOC being used, but not going to connect this time. There we have a Mosh catching both the Vala and the Diablo, but again, a nice interrupt there from the Rainer. ETC going to get the or rather, Chen going to get the ETC barreled away. Nice shield from Lucio. Riptire connects to 3 people, and Diablo is the sacrificial. Ooh, he blinked the, actually blinked the Wave of Force there. That was cool. This bottom fort taking, or bottom keep rather, taking a lot of damage. And speaking of damage, are they gonna try to send this? They have barrel and 9, and no, they're not gonna be able to get in there. And now you got to be really careful not to die. Junkrat's gonna try to get here in the mid lane. Boop. Meow. ETC taking the mid fort so they can capture that. And what are they gonna do while the rest of them are top? Are they gonna do this camp? Oh, they are just going to do this camp right in front of them. Guess they have 13s for a minute. But they are flanking around here, and now ETC is going to get face-checked. APOC used, but not going to connect to anything. And now we just have a raw Mosh. It's immediately, again, gets interrupted. Chen trying to barrel away to Lucio, and Diablo the first to fall. Hunter trying to get a kill onto... Oh my gosh, how did that not get interrupted? Oh, the trap from before! The trap from the camp ends up catching the Brightwing. That's bad luck. Down goes Brightwing. And I don't know if you can take this keep or not. Might be able to. I guess you have Rexar. Your siege, yeah, their siege is really good, actually. Rexar sacrificing their life for this keep damage. Getting Mosh cooldown. Wonder what was banned, because I feel like if the team's name is 30 seconds to Mosh, the ETC has been hitting Moshes all game. Granted, they have much better interrupts for it this time around, but... Da-da-da-da. Red team does have to force a fight here. We see boards immediately being used. Diablo goes in. But now we have a slide in the back line of Diablo, who's been a target all game. He's going to get caught by this trap here in a moment. Oh no. Okay, it does get moved or cleansed. Big Mosh yet again, and this time no interrupt. There it is. Diablo will fall. Li Ming resets. If they can get in, will be good. And this is the second kill now for Beyonce Gnolls. So ETC will fall, but Chen will go down. Don't eat that trap, please. Please don't eat that trap. Oh my gosh, that's so scary. So Beyonce Gnolls were able to kill the ETC. But Li Ming resets too much to overcome. fighting in a choke point definitely does favor the Junkrat and Li Ming. If they look for an engage on the Junkrat, he's going to be able to get away. One keep will fall. It might be two. Let's see how they decide to go about this. Big stun there by the Rexar. Is the target. And Misha immediately getting blown up. Raka now under fire as well. Comb microwing forward will get a pick onto the Rexar. And it looks like red team is going to be holding here. The Lethal Steel will die. And it's a 3 for 2? Oh, Chen almost getting the pick there. But now the slide is good. Mosh is almost back up. The Hungering Arrow was able to finish off the Lucio there. Zavala doing a really nice job of that fight, defending the homeland, but are they gonna try to do this boss? Chen does have barrel. Oh, Chen, come down here and steal his camp. Come do the thing that Chens do. Chen, come down. No, Chen, you have barrel. You have barrel in numbers. Don't let them have this. Chen, no, he's doing a camp. Does this end? Maybe? 2 keeps are already down. They won't have a talent tier advantage, though. It's a little sus. I guess you could just double boss objective, right? Because, yeah, this is up to... They have to at least deal with this slightly. Yeah, double boss seems the most correct, I want to say. I don't know. Yeah, well, now it is. Double boss objective should end. I think I'd have Raynor just sit here on this boss, get him to half, and then just run at this with Chen. And they look to be trying to take the keep. The is caught out though. Nice repulsion. Hunter trying to get a solo kill onto the Raynor. I don't think he's going to be able to get it this time. Although, maybe I'm wrong. The barrel almost catching the Rexar, but not this time. And it's a big Mosh. 3-man Mosh. The interrupt misses this time. And now Diablo going down. Chen not going to be living much longer either. And they don't even need the objective. The core is falling quickly. GG has already been called. And it looks like... Yep, blue team is running at the core. Li Ming now almost has the level 20 propulsion. And 30 seconds to Mosh. Staying true to their name. Nice big 3-man Mosh there in that last fight. Raynor not able to get the interrupt this time. 13-4 in kills. Leading the way damage. Again, we see both DPS and the offlaner. Forward 30 seconds to Mosh leading the way. Healing numbers very close. Offlane numbers a little more of a gap this time around. No level 20. Unlucky. What is this talent? Primal Intimidation. You activate to slow the attack speed. Wait. Yeah, slow the attack speed 50% movement speed of the heroes and summons near Rexar and Misha for 2.5 seconds. Heroes and summons that attack Rexar or Misha have their attack speed slowed by 20%. Least fun Diablo game I've seen in a while. I mean, yeah, that feels bad. I've been there. It happens a lot. It's just like, oh, we're just going to kill the tank. Like, oh, no, why? It's like, well, because we can. Alright. So this was picked by... I don't even know who picked the map, but I can tell you who won the map. We'll update that. And, alright. I have been avoiding my chores all morning, so now I suppose I'm going to go do the chores. Zug zug. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. This morning. Congratulations again to 30 Seconds to Mosh. 2-0 over Beyonce Gnolls. Thank you for no 30-minute games. Appreciate that. We'll catch you later. Be good to each other out there.